Hey guys, welcome to Jack and Cameron, where for the last time, I promise we're doing another high-energy entertainment thing because we haven't really had time to film anything because we've both been really, really busy. And yeah, we enjoy doing these things, you guys enjoy listening to these things, so hopefully it'll be okay. Say hi.
Hi.
You like lagged out on your first word, but hopefully...
Did I?
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
I'm sorry.
So, as normal, we're going to tell a couple of stories for about 20 minutes, quip a little bit, and then wrap it up. So, I have like a sentence that I've been kind of itching to say, but there's no way to say it without sounding ridiculously vain. But you got to hear me out because it's not as vain as it sounds, right?
So it's usually it's going to be a sentence that we completely expect to come out of your mouth.
Well, no, it's really not because my thing is self-deprecating humor, right? So
No, but you're also like vain humor as well.
yeah, all right, but no, this isn't a joke, and this also is nowhere near as. Right, just hear me out, right?
Oh, my hair looks sexy today.
Yeah, that's what
That's,
yeah,
that's like 50% of what comes out of your mouth in college.
all right, fair enough. What's the other 50%?
My hair is messed up today.
Fair enough. No, right. Okay, so my thing is, I am sick of people telling me that I'm good looking, right? Because I'm not. That's the thing. I know that sounds really vain, but it's because I'm not. It's just that people who knew what I used to look like 2 years ago, it's like, it's an improvement, but it's like putting sparkles on a turd, but by comparison, it looks a lot better. And I'm sick of people telling me it because I'm sick of like, it's like getting your hopes up for something that's not true. You know what I mean? I know why they think that, but they're too stupid to realize it. Do you see how I immediately backpedaled after saying that? I know, but I'm getting really sick of people saying it because people come up, oh my god, you look so much better than you did, and I was like, yeah, but if you put a dress on a dog, it'll look pretty, but it's still a dog in a dress, you know? Anyway.
I don't know, cause it's a difference with you, because it's not like you added to yourself, it's that you took away from yourself, which made it look better. It's like if you take a really ugly sweater off a girl, she could look really hot underneath. But no, because
are you trying to say I look really hot, Cam?
I'm not trying to say that you're a really hot girl with this ugly sweater on.
So that's
I'm
Jack
trying
and
to say that you're a really hot girl with an ugly sweater on. You took that ugly sweater on to reveal an ugly t-shirt.
Wow, wow, that's harsh. But no, I am.
No, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's better because like now you can see her curves, but it's still a really ugly t-shirt.
But I am going somewhere with this. I didn't just bring it up for that. So I didn't just want to say like, oh, so I look better now. But I am sick of people saying it because I suddenly get like a little bit more. I get a bit of attention from the ladies every now and again. You know what I mean? I know my way around a conversation. I don't know my way around this conversation, but I know my way around conversations. And like right, okay. So I have a story. I was at a party, and I don't really want to name names because. It's kind of it's not personal, but it's something that I imagine people wouldn't want people to know.
Yeah.
But okay, so my friend, who we'll call Fred, has a girlfriend who we'll call Bitch, and me and Bitch get along. She's all right. I can tolerate her, and obviously the guy's my friend.
I don't even know who these people are.
I'm sure you'll gather it. So I was at a party, and the amount of times I intro a story with that as well. So I was at a party. But yeah, and there were these like girls
teenagers who are students. Like people expect that.
Like what? They have parties? No, but I was there were these girls on the other side of the room, and I wasn't looking, checking them out or anything. I was just sort of looking over, and I was like, oh, there's girls over there. There's girls I don't know over there, because I was at a party where I knew pretty much everybody, so it was quite weird that I didn't know these girls. And then I nearly called her by her real name, Bitch. I guess she knew so she wandered over and had a chat with them. And in the chat, they sort of kept looking over at me, like looking back, talking. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then I sort of not wandered over like as if to talk to them. I wandered over whatever was over. I think one of my friends was sitting over there, so I went over to have a chat. And then Bitch sort of like taps me on the shoulder, and she's really like this. Sort of goes like points at the girls and goes. I was about to censor my own name then. I was going to say Jack, and I thought, should I say that? No, it's obviously about me. She goes like, Jack, something along the lines of, will you make these lovely ladies nights and buy them a drink? Right?
Yeah.
I really didn't want to buy them a drink. I didn't have a lot of money. They weren't really that attractive. And and that's what I kind of said. I was just trying to, no, I'm sorry. I don't want to buy you a drink. I don't want to make your night. Your night is of no concern to me. And it's like
Jack Morris making ladies dry since 1995.
94, but
oh, sorry,
Bitches be dry. No, but I'm getting sick of it because like
I'm not buying you ladies drinks. You're buying me drinks.
But that you're actually preemptive in the story there, because then the situation came, because I wasn't that rude. I did actually kind of sort of go, no, I don't want to do that. But the thing is, I then decided, right, I'm not going to be rude, so I'm just going to say, sorry, I haven't got any money. And then I pointed at my friend, the bitch's boyfriend, and I thought, right, your girlfriend's getting me into this, you're getting me out of this. So I said, it's his turn to buy the drinks. Anyway, I bought them last time we were at a party. And then they all turned and looked at him, and I ran. Like, I legged it. I ran away, but I made it look like I was dancing. So I danced very quickly out of the room. Yeah, it was like Benny fucking Hill. That was an interesting night though. Like, I don't want to. I try to avoid details when talking about these stories, because not only does it sound like I'm bragging when I'm not, it also kind of sullies the reputation of those involved. But like, I had this group. It was the same group of girls, but I don't think it was the same girl. There was like a big group of girls. And I don't know whether it was the same one the bitch was talking about. And they sort of come up to me at the end of the night and was like, "Are you Jack Morris?" And I was very drunk at this point. Legitimately thought that they were referencing me because of Man on Fire.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, "Am I Jack Morris?"
Are you Jack Morris? I don't know. Who am I? Oh, my microphone's doing that thing again, which just breaks. Levels! Sorry about that, headphone users. I had to bust my mic to make it work. I'll probably like lower the gain on that when I edit it. But yeah, and they sort of came over and went, "Are you Jack Morris?" And I was like, and it's doing it. I can see the levels are so fucking annoying.
Fine.
It's doing my head in. So anyway, and they come over and they were like, "Are you Jack Morris?" And obviously, me being the vain fuck that I am, I was like, "Oh, they're talking about Man on Fire." And I sort of turned around and like the campest, most like up my own arse way possible, and just went, yes, I am. And then they sort of wandered over, and it turns out they knew me because they were in the year below in school. They remembered me from school, which is always an advantage when I'm talking to a new person if they knew what I used to be like. And then they were like, "Oh my god, you're so much better looking now." And I'm like, "I'm not really though. I'm not. Fuck off. I'm not buying you a drink." And that's sort of like it ties back into what I said. I'm just sick of people saying that because, like, it's not, and this isn't me being like, oh, like, shy and like, oh no, it's not true. I know it's not true. You know what I mean? At my best, I'm a strong 6, right? And that's good. I'm happy with that. I went from a 2 to a 6, but at the end of the day, it's still a 6.
Yeah.
And people just, it's like, oh, I don't know. It's
I
like
really hope, because I'm so tired right now. I'm saving all my energy for like any things where I have to put my input on. I hope people don't call me out as being like a dick for not being like, "Oh no, Jack, you're not a."
Well, you called me an ugly shirt earlier, so I think we're okay with that. But like I don't know. It's like when Star Wars Episode 2, right? There was a really weird rumbling in my house. I hope Mike picked that up. I don't know what that was. I haven't heard it. But yeah, Star Wars Episode 2, right? That is not a good film by any stretch of the imagination. But compared to Episode 1 and 3, it's a good film. You know what I mean? When you compare it to how bad number 1 and 3 were, Episode 2 seems like a good film.
Then, you're gonna piss a lot of people off.
No.
I figured something out in the since the Disney announcement thing, because everyone's been talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Everyone has their favorite prequel.
Really?
That they will defend against all the other prequels.
Oh no! I'm not. Nobody, defend
even people who don't like the prequels. What?
I'm not defending Episode 2. Episode 2 is a horrible.
No,
film.
That's what I'm saying. Like everyone has their favorite
you mean like
prequel.
the lesser of 3 evils, like.
No, that's the thing. Like mine is number 1. I don't like I don't like all of them, but if I had to watch one, I think number 1's the best. And then other people like number 3, and they don't like any of them, but if they had to watch one, they'd watch number 3. And
all right, fine.
You're number 2.
I guess that's a bad example. All right. It's the reverse Jedi effect. Then how about that? Where Jedi. Return of the Jedi was not a bad film by any stretch of the imagination, but when you compare it to how good Empire was, it seems like a bad film.
Hope and stuff.
Yeah, and New Hope, obviously, but New Hope was like the bridge for Empire, or I guess the foundation for Empire. But like, if you reverse that effect, you know what I mean? That's the Jack Morris effect, where no, I'm not good looking. I'm very charming. You should see me drunk, but it's like it's an improvement over shit. It's an improvement, but it's by no means good. And I'm so sick of people telling me that it is, because they're like, no, you aren't. You're not using your brain. Your loot. No, they wouldn't get it. I was about to insult one of our friends, and then I realized they wouldn't get it.
Okay.
Nice input there. Okay.
I don't understand. You confused me with the whole insult one of our friends thing.
I was gonna say I can't even remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something about Lewis, but I can't remember why.
Oh, okay.
Right. What do you have anything you want to add? What's happened in your life?
I've been giving it a think. I don't have that much experience with women. because I've had the same girl. My first
You don't have
girlfriend
that
is
much
my
experience
girlfriend
with
right now.
rimming.
What?
You don't have that much experience with rimming. That's honestly what I thought you said. I really hope it sounds like that.
I don't have that much experience with women.
But you have a lot with rimming.
I guess so. I have a lot of experience with some like being in a relationship. I've very much gone through all the relationship things you can go through in a relationship. But
All right, let me ask you something then.
okay.
What is the most bullshit thing your girlfriend's ever done? Like the most "this is not fair on me" thing. That's still funny. That's not depressing or sad.
When she blew my brother. No, I'm joking. It's just silence for the rest of the show.
Fuck yeah,
And you can just hear me go.
Oh my god.
No.
Jesus Christ, your girlfriend's a slut.
No, I should have said my best friend. It would have been even funnier.
No, I think brother's funnier.
No, I don't know. I'd have to think. She doesn't really do much.
All right, what's the most bullshit thing you've ever
It's
heard
usually
of?
just
then?
like
Oh, it's mainly just.
it's like a relationship, like things you have to go through in a relationship that suck.
Like
The whole like difference of
blowing your brother
opinions
thing.
on things. Like for our ages, she didn't want kids, and I really wanted kids, and I was like, well, does this mean when we grow up we're gonna have a big argument? And she's like, I don't know. And then I was like, and then she was like, if we're still together, and then I was like, are we assuming that we're gonna break up? And she's like, and then this whole thing. But then eventually, I got less interested in the idea of having kids, and she got more interested in it. So we're both at the stage of meh.
I love it. That's great.
So,
all right. What is the? All right. Let me ask you then, because I understand why you may not want to get into it because it's kind of personal.
Yeah.
What's the most bullshit thing you've ever heard of in another relationship? You don't have to say who the people are. All right. Who is the worst person you know in a relationship, and give me some examples of why?
it depends on what aspects, really, because like
Funny humor. It's a comedy show.
I'm trying to think like which ones would be fun. All right, I have a best friend, like most people do. And
Wait, you have friends? What if I don't have friends? Why do you get friends?
He's one of those best friends who, over time, I don't hang out with as much, but I find that's funnier because when you do hang out with them, they've got like all these things, much like you and L. I don't know if you want to say his name.
You
It's
can
not
say his
really
name.
But yeah, like everyone's got that friend, but they don't hang out with them for ages. But then when they do, they've all got like loads of stories to tell each other.
Yeah.
And me and him used to be like inseparable because he was like one of my only friends way back in little school, which I can't remember the name of, so I'm
You
gonna call it.
always call it little school as well. You just sound like a child.
Yeah. But he is the first person I know to ever have been in a relationship. Like in our school, he was like the first one to be like, I like girls. Like all of us were like,
Did he really just sort of sit there one day during lunch, like, but half eaten like mashed potato or whatever, puts his fork down? I like girls. Fuck this. Flips his thing, walks over.
But I don't want to say his name because I don't think the problem is, much like most of your friends, you don't want to mention them. You don't think they can have a problem, but it's the slight chance of like they would have a problem.
Yeah, well, I don't even think of it like that. I know my friends don't have a problem, but I'm worried that me mentioning it, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm having trouble speaking. Me mentioning it might negatively impact something they're trying to do. You know what I mean? Just in case.
Oh, I also have a lot with this guy. Like maybe he doesn't care, but then other people who I talk about and don't say their names in the story, they'll figure out who they are.
Yeah. That's actually why I did mention the friend and the girlfriend in my story, because they won't care, but then you might be able to work out. Yeah, I understand.
But anyway,
philosophy about podcasts. Yeah?
Let's just call him Timothy. So Timothy, oldest friend, he's been my friend for years. Him and this other guy called Lewis, who I can't mention because he's not in the story. Him,
just random shout out to Lewis.
Him, me, and Lewis. We were friends from like the moment we met each other in little school. But Lewis has been away doing other things in other schools and stuff. So it's usually just me and Timothy. So
you nearly said his name,
problem,
didn't you?
you know his name, so you know every time I go to say his name. Anyway, so me and Timothy, we were always talking about relationships because he was always my role model with that. Like even to the point of like before I was interested in girls.
So back when you were gay.
No. It's just I was just indifferent. Like I didn't see the concept of girlfriend being appealing, but I was very much a sheep, which goes against what I am right now. But I was very much a sheep in the sense of like I would just follow whatever was popular in comprehensive.
Yeah.
That would be high school for Americans. Um,
Hang
and
on, you bothered to explain what comprehensive was, but didn't bother to explain what little school was.
because that's universal. Comprehensive is more complicated because it's middle school.
No, it's not. Primary school, comprehensive, college, university.
Well, no, I went to infant school, then primary school. Then
What? I missed education, apparently.
You
No,
missed
I had infants in my primary. It was
Oh,
regular
okay.
school. Yeah.
Okay.
Get on
Well,
with it.
see, this is why it's confusing. But anyway, so in comprehensive school, he liked this girl, and he went out with this girl, and they broke up, but he still liked her. And because he liked her, and I was such a Timothy fan, what did I say his name again? I was like, well, I guess I'll fancy her too. And I didn't really fancy her, but I was like, everyone fancies someone. Like, all of my friends fancied a girl, and all of those girls fancied one of my friends who weren't the ones that fancied. It was like big web of things.
I just love that that's your thinking. Well, he likes that girl, so, well, I guess I should like that girl too. I mean, I guess that's what everyone's doing now.
And I was just like, I guess I'll like that girl then. And I was like, so I liked that girl for ages, even to the point where when I did get interested in girls, I ended up actually liking that girl. But yeah, I don't know. It was all messed up. But the problem with Timothy is that he says it himself. Like, as long as the relationship lasts longer than a month, he always falls in love. I'm not sure he's actually fallen in love, but he's determined, and he's like, I always fall in love. And it always, like, kills me whenever the girl breaks up with me and stuff. And it's insane, because, like, he's always, like, way too into the girl. It can be a month relationship or a 6-month relationship, and he'll feel the same by the end of each. Like, he'll always be like, no! And, like, his heart will hurt and stuff. And then it got to a point where he just became relationship terminator. He's literally now.
So he come
like
back from the future to kill relationship Sarah Connor.
No, I mean, he is like you'd never, like, I'm sure he has feelings for girls, but now, like, he always just seems like he's doing it just for fun. Like, he never seems to get into relationships. I mean, I don't see him a lot, but whenever he talks about stories about it, he always seems like he's just having fun. And I always, like, admire that. Like, I'd never leave my girlfriend because, well, it depends until she turns into, like,
okay,
alien.
now we're getting juicy. What would make you leave your girlfriend?
If she was, like, secretly not. I said to herself, I was like, the only thing that would make me leave you is if you went one day, oh, you know all those things that you love about me, they're not true, and then
if she like became a completely different person.
Yeah, exactly.
What if she cheated on you? Because I don't want to give away any spoilers, but you might want to make that decision pretty quickly.
No, I think I'd be able to get over it as long as it wasn't with. As long
really,
as it was
you could get
intentional.
over something like that. I mean, I know this
There's
is variable.
There's variables like drunk. I'd get over that.
Really, no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
She proposed to me when she was drunk, so it's not
That's different though. That's drunken antics. I don't think fucking somebody is drunken well, it is drunken antics. I mean, I'm the fucking king of that. But like, I mean, doing something that stupid or that hurtful, I don't think can be justified by being drunk.
I know. I'm not saying I won't get mad. I'm just saying like it's something that, like, I'm not going to risk our 4-year relationship over it if she was drunk.
What other variables? I know this is meant to be entertainment, but I'm actually kind of interested.
I don't know. Do I really need to speak about
this?
this?
I want to know what the situation has to be like for me to fuck your girlfriend and it to be okay. Okay? There we go.
I don't know. But anyway, get back to my story. I've always maintained that, like, I would never leave Jen, but if for some reason, like, she left me or, like,
she died,
you know, I'm not gonna say die because died I'd just be depressed. But if for whatever reason, or she was never there, if I was single, I would totally go the route and just be nonchalant to everything. Like, even like some girls are all over, and he's just like, cool. Like,
you've called him by his name like 4 times.
Oh, fuck! You're not gonna edit this, are you?
I think I'm gonna have to. I was listening, right, and he was like, you know, you say the name, you say the name, you say the name. I was like, wait, I can't say the name.
God damn it. Oh,
I think I'm gonna have to edit this to get rid of some of the
No,
pauses.
who gives a fuck?
No, I got edited anyway, so maybe I'll believe it.
Alright, well, if you get a chance, please do. Or just leave it in once and see it. Just when I'm, like, on a rant, Like,
Yeah.
and I just say it offhandedly and carry on talking. See if anyone don't. No, that doesn't matter.
I'll listen to it. If I notice it, I'll bleep it. But
Okay. But anyway, so anyway, he went from basically
sorry, who now?
Timothy.
Damn.
He went from living with his heart in his sleeve to living with his heart in a box that he left
And his cock on his sleeve.
that he left in his basement, and yeah, his cock in both sleeves. He's like an assassin from number 2 and onwards. He's like with 2 cocks in each sleeve. I don't know. So yeah, that's an anecdote about someone who's not here.
Yeah, I'm kind of still waiting for the punchline here. Did you have
He's a
sex
cool
with
guy.
Timothy? Did you not buy him a drink?
No,
Did
he's
he
coming
call you
around.
handsome?
He's coming around tomorrow, and we're gonna do a jam. And if it's good enough, I'm gonna stick it up on a Music Mondays episode.
Okay, cool. Look forward to that then. Yay!
Oh, don't if it's not good enough.
Oh, okay. Let's wrap this up then. Right. I promise that if we will not be doing a high energy entertainment next week, we will be doing an episode of Jack and Cameron. It might be a very special episode. I'm not sure, but it won't be Jack. It won't be this.
If
It'll
it's
be...
not special, it will be something that's not this.
yeah,
And if it is special, it will be something that
might depress a lot of you.
yeah.
Spoilers. Okay. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to follow
Robert
us on-
Downey Jr. was white in Tropic Thunder, even though it's in the opening sequence.
What? Yeah, I know. No, thanks for the spoiler though. For people who haven't seen that movie, it's only a 5-year-old movie. What you're playing at. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Jack Morris from Man of 5 Films. If you'd like to follow us both on Twitter, you can find links to that in the description. You could also check out Man of 5 Films' Twitter for exclusive news. You can also like our Facebook for exclusive news, etc., etc. You can also subscribe to us. That would be helpful. You could hit the subscribe button. Give us more. Boost our EPs. You know, just a bit of that. Go and subscribe.
And remember, Bruce Willis was the one that killed James
Who's James?
from that one movie.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.